Hello everyone, welcome to EtechFactory. Today as a part of this video, we'll actually see how to download and configure Java into our system. As you all know, Java is very much essential in order to run any Java programs or any specific applications which requires Java. So now we'll see in this video how to download Java from Oracle website and the different versions of Java that are provided in this, which version to download, which one is compatible to our operating system. Yeah, we will see all these details. Now, once you go to the Oracle website, you try to download the latest version. So that is my suggestion. In case if it is not possible, you can just download the version which is compatible to your operating system. So now once it is downloaded, you just need to open the .exe file which is downloaded and run it. So once you run that, the installation of Java will be done in your system. Now we will just go to Oracle website and we'll see how to download Java from there. So we'll go to Google. I'll just type Java downloads. Once you do that, you will go to the link where it says oracle.com/java. Click on this link and it will be taken to a page where you can see the different versions of Java are listed here. So you can see the versions from 8, 11, 14, 15. So Java 15 is the latest version that is available now, and you can see again next to each of this version you see a JDK download link. So now you can click on any of this link based on the version that you are going to download, and you can install the Java in your system. So now as a part of this video tutorial, I'll download Java 11 which is compatible to my operating system. So I'll just click on JDK download. Once I click on this JDK download, I'll be taken to a page where it gives me the complete information about Java 11 version. So you can see the complete release notes, when it is released, everything, and also the different installers for different operating system. So you can see the Windows operating system is listed here, Mac operating system, Linux, Solaris, and other operating systems also. And one more thing you just need to remember before downloading any of the versions compatible to your operating system, if you are downloading any Java version which is higher than 9, then you will not be getting any 32-bit operating system installer, because Java 9 doesn't support a 32-bit operating system. It always supports, Java 9 or higher, it supports 64-bit operating system, and this does not support the 32-bit operating system. That is why you can see I'm downloading Java 11 version and I'm able to see only the 64-bit operating system packages. So now let me click on this link. Once I click on this link, I'll get a dialog box which says accept the license agreement. So click on this checkbox and this button will be enabled. So once I click on this button, the download process will start, and it will be asking you to whether you need to keep this particular file or you want to discard. So obviously we want to download this file, so I'll just click on keep, and you can see in the background the download process has already started, and it will take a couple of minutes based on your network bandwidth. Now in the meanwhile, we'll actually see what is the next step that we are supposed to do once the Java is downloaded. So once it is downloaded, as I told, you have to install Java in your machine. Once that is done, we will actually set the environment variables in our system. So this completes the Java installation setup. So now how to set up the environment variables? You're supposed to copy the path where the Java is downloaded. Then you're supposed to go to My Computer, click on Properties. If it is Windows 10 operating system, My Computer will not be available. It will say as this PC. So right click and click on Properties. Go to Advanced System Settings tab. Under that you have a Environment Variables button. Click on that. Then there's something called Path under System Variables. So edit that particular path and copy the path where you have installed your Java. We will do all these things. So before that, we will just see whether the download is done. Yep. So you can see the download is already done. So click on this .exe file. Once you click on this, it will ask for the permission from the operating system to open this particular file or not. So once you get this permission, click on yes in that. I'll click on yes. Once that is done, it will start preparing the installation process in your system. So in a few seconds, you can see the preparing to install window will come up. Yes, as it is, as you can see, guys. And after that is done, it will show welcome to the installation wizard of Java Development Kit 11.0.8. So click on next. You'll be seeing the couple of options here: development tools and source code. You need not edit any of these things, let it be like that. And you'll see a default path where your Java is going to download and it is going to install. So if you want to change this path, you can click on this change button and you can change it. Otherwise, you need not do anything. So my suggestion is just leave it like that. Let the download or the installation happens in the default path. This will help you to provide the environment variables, and also it will help you to or organize, or it will help you to locate where the Java is downloaded. Now click on next. Once you click on next, the installation process starts. And here in the top of the window, you can see it says Java SE Development Kit 11.0.8 and a 64-bit. That means it is saying that JDK, we downloaded JDK. JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit, and it is giving you the version which one you have downloaded, 11.0.8, and also the 64-bit. We have downloaded the 64-bit operating system one, and it is showing that information. And the status of the installation is in progress. So you can see all this information at the top. So that means we are actually doing the right thing. So the download thing what we have done, it is compatible to our operating system, and the version is also correct. So now once the download is completed, you can see this message: Java Development Kit is successfully installed. And you can see if you want to click on this next steps, you will see all the tutorials, API documentation, release notes, developer guides which are related to Java 11 version. You can view that. So now I'm going to click on close. So now our installation is also done. So now what is the next step? We are supposed to set the environment variables. So to do that, let's go to the path where we have downloaded and we have installed our Java. So I'll go to C drive, program files, and locate the Java folder here. You can see here, and inside this you can see JDK 11.0.8. So this is the version that you have downloaded and installed. So go inside this folder and you'll see some more folders which are related to Java 11.0.8, and you can go inside this bin folder. So once you go inside this bin folder, you can see numerous files here which are actually going to help in order to work with Java. So now whenever you launch Java or whenever you execute any Java commands, so these files will help you to execute that successfully and gives you the output. So now because of that reason, you are supposed to tell your system that whenever Java is executed, you are supposed to go to this location and access these files. So we are setting this particular path in our environment variables. So I have copied this path. Now I'll go to the environment variable section. So how to go? As I told, go on this PC, right click, properties, and in this window, click on advanced system settings. Go to this system properties. You have environment variables button. Click on this, and under this you have two sections: user variables and system variables. Now you are supposed to set this path under system variables. So you have a section called path, and there's already some paths that are listed here. Just double click on this particular section, or you can click on edit. So it will give you a window where all the other paths that are stored, which is going to be shown. And now if you want to add your path, you just need to click on new and just paste your path. Do not remove or alter any of the existing paths, because this might actually cause problem in your other applications launching or other applications process and all. So just add your path, click on OK, click on OK here also, and OK here. So now my Java downloaded is also done, installation is also done, and setting up of environment variables is also done. So now how to check whether I have done all correct or not? So for that, we have to go to the command prompt. So go to the search and type cmd, enter. So the command prompt window will be open. Here type java space hyphen version. So this is the command to check which version of Java is actually installed in your system. Once you hit enter, you can see it provides the information about the Java that you have actually installed. It says Java version 11.0.8. It gives some date, and also it gives the Java runtime environment information and the server 64-bit server information. So these three lines confirms that you have downloaded and you have installed, and the configuration is everything is done properly and Java is ready for use. Now you can just click on Java C, or sorry, type Java C and enter. So you'll get a bunch of commands here again. So with the help of these, any of these commands, you can execute the Java compiler commands also. Okay. So yep, this completes the installation and configuration of Java into our system. Hope this video helps. Thank you for watching.